Hello, Vidargavia here, and welcome to another Minecraft 1.13 Small Farms tutorial. Today we're doing a small mushroom farm for red or brown mushrooms alike. And this is the thing, guys, this is the thing we have right here. So it's 3 by 3 by 4, except it's 5 because we have the bottom layer as well there, and then it pokes out 2 on each side here like this as well. There you see it in action. Okay, you collect your mushrooms here. This is brown mushrooms in this case. And yeah, the farm harvests as soon as a mushroom grows. And it will keep harvesting fully automatically here until the chest is full. Well, it will keep on after that as well, but you know what I mean. And it's completely lossless as far as I've been able to tell. So, for this farm you need the following stuff. You need a mushroom, either a brown or a red mushroom. 5 hoppers, 4 rails, 4 hoppers with minecarts, 5 pieces of podzol, 4 observers, 4 sticky pistons, a chest, and a bunch of blocks. Alright, so to build this farm, you will put down 4 pieces of blocks like that, just to get started. And then you would put your chest down in the ground, dig out a little bit around it here in a cross-shaped pattern. Place your hoppers in, all leading into the chest. And of course you shift click to place them into each other. Okay, so that's the hoppers. Now we need a piece of podzol here, and then this is where actually the mushroom is going to be. So let's put that down, like so. Then it is time to place down the collection system here, and that's just basically rails and minecarts with hoppers on top of them, all the way around here like this. And the reason we leave the rail in this case is because podzol is a whole block, and yeah, if we take it out, the hoppers with minecarts won't collect the mushrooms. So then we need to have a piece of podzol on top of every one of these things. And you can see one grew here already. Now, of course, I have random tick speed increased here to 6,000. So if you do this farm, yeah, it's already done here. If you do this farm, of course, in survival, it'll be a lot slower. But the thing is, if you place it in the right place, if you place it in a place where you are often in, it'll soon grow, soon enough. Okay, so we have those down there. Now we need to place the observers. Let me just get some observers here. And they need to go facing into the mushrooms here. So in this case, it's quite easy because the mushrooms grew already. If there is no mushroom, no mushroom, just place 2 in a row like that and break that one. And you'll be fine. Let's just replace this podzol here, maybe. So guys, this is a variant. This is a variant of a farm made by Ilmango. And what he does is he makes a big farm out of this, following the same principle here. But what I want though is something that is suitable for a single player world. And that is something small and easy to build that you can do away with quickly and then get infinite automatic mushrooms. Until you change worlds, basically. So yeah, we place pistons here, and they need to go like this. So the observer goes into the mushroom, right? And then the piston goes on the diagonal from that, facing the block there. Now, if something updates this, it'll break initially here. Oh my days. Okay, yeah, so if you replace these quickly, you can see the farm in action there. So if something places here now, the observer will read it and thus trigger the piston via quasi-connectivity. And that pulls the block back and forth, harvesting the mushroom. And that's the basic idea of the farm. You just need to build up with some blocks like that. And then an extra row up here so nothing flies out of the farm. Like that. And that's that. That's the farm built. Okay, so how does this thing work? Well, let's have a look inside here again. Now, mushrooms can spread to any block adjacent to it, above or below it. Okay? And they can even spread actually a little bit further than that, I think. But in this case, that's what's interesting, right? So, even though the mushroom is 1 block below, and even though there is actually blocks in the way, it'll still be able to spread to these 4 blocks. Unless there are more than 9 of the same type of mushroom, I think it is, in a 9 by 9 by 3 area, in which case it won't spread. So if you build more than 1 of these, try and spread them out a little bit, I think. Although, that being said, because this farm harvests the mushrooms instantly, There's no need for water streams or clocks or anything like that. All that there will ever be is one mushroom in this area, right? Okay, so this part is quite easy to understand, right? When there's a mushroom here, when there's a mushroom there, the observer will suddenly trigger. Oh, oops. You saw actually that is spread to the block above there as well, by the way, just out of interest. The observer will see that the mushroom has grown, and then that will fire the back of the observer here. Now, quasi-connectivity, and this is an excellent example of quasi-connectivity. So this farm will not work in Bedrock Edition of Minecraft. But what quasi-connectivity is that some blocks, such as dispensers and pistons and sticky pistons, and probably hoppers as well, they get fired or they get powered when the block above them gets powered, even if there is no block above them. So if the space above them gets powered, is what I should say, they also get powered. But the observer signal is so short that it's just a really short pulse here that it gets. So it kind of drags the block with it, and then it puts it back again. So that's how that works. Now the thing with the minecarts here is that normally you can have just a minecart on the floor if you have a block that isn't a whole block tall. But in this case, we have to have the rail left behind here, because the purple is a whole block tall, and so for it to be able to pick things up, it needs to be standing on the rail. But other than that, it's our standard solution with hoppers underneath, going into a chest where we collect our mushrooms. So yeah, placing this farm, guys, finally. You should place it in a place where you were almost always at, so where the chunks are loaded often, because these farms, mushroom growth, and these kinds of farms in general are really, really slow to gain any produce. So you will have to basically have it loaded tons. But on the other hand, you will never have to worry about it again, because it's fully automatic. So guys, that's about it for this thing. I hope you enjoyed the mushroom farm, the automatic mushroom farm. And I hope you enjoyed this series of Minecraft small farms for 1.13. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye!